what we have to address in this exhibition, that we say like, yes, this is a beautiful collection of exceptional masterpieces, but it's also a very conflicted collection because of its origins on two levels. There is still in the collection, there are works that were formerly looted art, works that are still being discussed, whether they have been not unrightfully taken away from their rightful owners who were Jewish collectors. And there is the fact that Emil Bührle, a large part of his capital, was accumulated through trade with the NS regime. And those are facts that we have to face. That we start the exhibition with one painting that is a beautiful painting, but has a very complex, painful history. And we immediately also tell that history. Like, we, in a way, give the audience a possibility. You can see it as a very pretty picture of a young girl painted by Renoir, and you can see it as an impressionist masterwork. But you should know that the person portrayed, Irene Cohen d'Anvers, her whole family was killed by the Nazi regime, and that this painting itself was confiscated by the Nazis and then returned to the rightful owner after the war. So we tried to make people aware, like, yes, we still allow you to see this image as a pretty image, but please know that this is the background, and that this is also the portrait of somebody with a life that was fraught by war and loss and death. And, I have to be humble as a new immigrant to this country and in my understanding of it. But I do think that the Sammlung Bührle is a pars pro toto for a lot more than just this collection, and I think it's a kind of rubbing stone for which that Switzerland can use, might use, to come to terms with a certain part of history, namely the period of the NS regime where Switzerland was not occupied. And I think in my conversation that I had with people very often said, yeah, we are now entering a new regime of remembering. And that regime entails that we question our own role. It doesn't mean like, was Switzerland guilty or not guilty? But what did neutrality mean then? Or what did it mean that you were militarily and ideologically neutral, but that there was trade going on? So I think it can be the collection is in that sense, it's painful, but it's also maybe a catalyst in speaking about much bigger issues. But that's something that we as the Kunsthaus cannot do alone. You need specialists, and you need also other fora, let this discussion continue outside of the Kunsthaus, in other historical centers and other public debate centers.